Hi guys, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. So today I will be reviewing another graphic novel called Nameless, which is a horror science fiction novel. This was brought to my attention by the channel Steve Talks About Books and Stuff, as we are hopefully going to be doing a live stream with this. Talking about this graphic novel. Didn't know much about it going into it, apart from it being a horror science fiction graphic novel and it being a bit weird, which is probably an understatement because this is extremely weird. But I didn't know much about the storyline, so as Steve was planning to do a read along on his channel with this, and we are hopefully going to be doing a live stream of it tonight. Fingers crossed if that will actually work out fine and I'll come across no problems, because I've never done a live stream before. But I thought I would do my own video, because probably in our live stream we will probably be diving into loads of spoilers and all that type of stuff. But in this video I will be steering clear from spoilers. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure about how this video is going to be going, because this plot is very good, but it's something that you can't easily describe to someone, but I will do my best. So Nameless was published on the 16th of March 2016, and it was written by Grant Morrison, who, as I said, wrote this whole thing, and the artist is called Chris Burnham. At the back you have a picture of both of them. You have Grant up there, looking like Neo from the Matrix, and you have Chris down here holding his baby son, who's decided to go to number 1. At the back of it, it does have extra stuff, which I am always anticipating graphic novels to actually have. They have all these concept art at the back. And it's really beautiful, it really is. It's got all these monsters in it, and it actually has some discussions about it if you want to read more into it. I still need to read this. And it has like cover artwork and layouts and all that type of stuff. It really goes in depth. And yeah, and the overall art style of the graphic novel, I'll just show you some pages. That's what the artwork looks like. And it's very detailed. I love that picture there of them walking towards the page, or the camera, or whatever. But it's very graphic and detailed, but it's very but it's done in a very artistic way. It does have a couple of scenes where you may see an arse, or you may see somebody's genitals, but it's not on every page. It's very, very rare. It may be on 1 or 2 pages, and then that's it. So nudity isn't really a problem here. But if you if you are squeamish about gore and violence and blood, then maybe give this one a miss, because yeah, it is bloody and gory, and it does have loads of blood in this story. So as I said, this is going to be a spoiler-free video regarding this graphic novel. If you want to see something more in depth, then I will have a link down below to our live stream with Steve, which will probably be going into super detail about this graphic novel. And also this is going to be my own thoughts and feelings regarding this graphic novel. Now, how am I going to describe the story to you guys? As this is probably the first thing that I've read in 2021 that I have finished it, and I have no idea what I have just read. Seriously, it is incredibly visually stimulating to look at. The characters are great. The story is great, but explaining it to someone else. I'm not sure how I will be doing it, as I have no idea what I've just read, but I will do my best. So the story opens up by showing us our main character, who is a male who doesn't have a name, but throughout the book or the story he's constantly referred to as Nameless, which is the title of the graphic novel. It is really weird at the start of it, as he is in a series of dreams, as when you're reading it, you are in one location, like in the Amazon, in the temple, and then it goes to a swamp area where he's attacked by all these masked fish guys, and then he is in a trolley being wheeled in the park by these mysterious people wearing these fish masks. And so it's kind of like a dream when you are having a dream, and you are in one location, then the next minute you're in another location. I'm pretty sure that's how the writer wanted that to actually feel. We know that this character has been put on a mission to acquire an artifact called a dream key, and when he wakes up from this dream and from where he has to acquire this object, he has been informed by an organization that there is a strange meteor that is coming to Earth, and that is ultimately going to collide into Earth. And I know that what you're saying is that you're probably thinking, oh, this is exactly the same as all these other movies that I've seen, where there is this meteor that's going to crash into Earth, and there's these astronauts that have to go into space and to try to prevent this from happening. But believe me, guys, this is probably further away from them films than you can possibly get. This is nothing like them movies or anything that you think that you know about a meteor coming to Earth. Because this meteor isn't just a ball of rock. This meteor is more than meets the eye. As on the surface, it has all these architectures and these symbols carved into the actual rock of this meteor. So Nameless has actually been assigned to go up into space with this other group of astronauts, and him as a character, he's more of a space cowboy. He doesn't really take anything too seriously. But he's a okay character. He jokes around a bit and he has a laugh. But when they are going, so they go off into the moon, and when they land on the surface of the moon, they witness, or they they come across a murder that has taken place on the surface of the moon, in this moon base that they've arrived at. And there's all this like blood on the walls and all these strange symbols and this strange language that's been written on the wall with someone's blood. And we are taken to a woman that has committed this murder, and she is completely bonkers and bananas, and yeah, she isn't playing with a full deck. Let me just show you there. That's pretty much what she actually looks like, and that's what the writing is on the wall. And but she's locked up, and yeah, they just leave her there. And Nameless and his crew go off in a spaceship to land on this meteor. And while they're going to this meteor, Nameless decides to write or sketch all these mysterious symbols on their spacesuits, which you can see on the cover. And these symbols aren't really fully explained. they are only referred to as protection. We aren't really given much explanation for them apart from that. And if they rub them off, because they can be rubbed off, but if they are rubbed off, then the protection will go away and they can be physically harmed. This is to protect them from an alien entity or an alien force, this strange entity that is trying to connect to them, and it's kind of like a parasite. It attaches to your back, and it controls you and wants to, pretty much like the Thing, but more extreme. And throughout this book, it's constantly referring to the fact as what is human, what does it mean to be human, and we also are introduced to a concept with other dimensions and other alien beings, and all these massive alien gods, kind of like a Lovecraft type of story. I think this is where the writer got his inspiration from, was from Lovecraft. I've never read any Lovecraft shock horror there, but I'm getting around to that. This book is extremely visually stimulating to look at, as it uses colours to its advantage. Whenever it's something horrifying is happening, it shows up in red. But when something peaceful and calm is happening, it's shown to as blue. And sorry if you can hear that going on up above. That's the aeroplane going on. I don't know if you can quite hear that. And yeah, Nameless is kind of at a loss to know what's happening. He doesn't know what's happening. He's just trying to survive, and but even though this is a really weird graphic novel, it is really weird. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. If you choose to read this, which I strongly suggest that you do, this is one that you aren't going to simply pick up and read only once and then just get everything that you want from that you'll read this once and then you'll get everything that you want out of it from the first read. This is something that you have to read more than once in order to fully understand it and appreciate it. And it probably will help if you, then monsters down below. It will help if you do this as a buddy read with someone. It's not going to take you so long to actually get through. Personally, it took me about 2, maybe 3 days. I'm pretty sure it took me 2. But yeah, look at that. This is so beautiful. It really is. And yeah. But that's pretty much the storyline. Nothing is what it seems in this book. You think that you know what's happening. You think you know how it's going to happen, and how it's going to turn out, because you've seen movies such as The Thing, you've seen movies such as Armageddon, you've seen numerous movies about meteors coming towards Earth and Earth being put in peril. You've seen loads of movies, strange movies about astronauts going into space and coming across all these strange alien civilizations and beings. But I would probably say that take all them movies and things that have just come into your mind, me just talking about it now, and just mash it all together, and that is what this is. As I said, when you finish this the first time, you actually come away saying to yourself, probably, what the hell have I just read? I have no idea, but I enjoyed it. It was really weird. It does get a bit scientific, but not too much. I like the dream sequences as well. I like it how you don't really know what's actually happening. There is this mysterious key. I don't know if you can quite see that. Let me see if I can find a better picture. And it's kind of like this massive rock that has a connection with the meteor. That's the meteor there, and that's the symbol there. And yeah, there we go. Pretty sure it's a better picture. But yeah, this was an experience. I'll have to say that. I will definitely be going back to this one. When you're going through it, you're thinking, okay, have I missed something? Is there numerous stories, or is there a story before this that I missed out? Because it does just drop you into the story without any explanations about what's happening or anything like that. So if you're one of these readers which you have to have something explained to you, that you have to have everything explained to you, especially in a science fiction story, then this isn't going to be for you, as it does leave explanations wide open, and it doesn't explain every single thing. I do like the concepts of these symbols on the spacesuits, and yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, so that's what I mean about the nudity. That's pretty much the worst of it. You know, where you see a an arse, or you see a breast, or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. I don't know if I've explained it right, but that's probably as best as I can get to explain Nameless to you guys. So hopefully I've done a good job. I will let you guys be the judge on that. And yeah, that's as best as I can do to describe this graphic novel. So one of the things that I liked about this story is obviously the artwork is phenomenal. It is so detailed. It is so trippy. It's not all weird sequences. Some of it is set in reality, like here, and some of it is set in space. I like the character of Nameless, the main character. Like the aliens, I like the violence, I like the gore, and the overall experience of this graphic novel was extremely positive. And my dislikes, as I've touched on in this video, is that this feels extremely unusual and weird. You will come, as I said, I actually came away from this thinking, what the hell have I just read? It doesn't explain much to you, although everything doesn't have to be explained to you, but I would have actually liked a bit of an explanation about what the hell is actually happening, about this meteor, possibly where it came from, the symbols and why they look like what they actually do. I would have actually liked a bit of a backstory from the main character Nameless, maybe from maybe something about his family life or his past, and how he's getting into these dream sequences. But that's being extremely picky. This is something that I think is intentionally supposed to be weird. It's something that's supposed to make you think. This is something that you will come across and you will finish it and it will make you think. This will make you think for days. It's really like mind blowing. It really is. But with that said, it doesn't take away from the enjoyment of this story. So I am going to rate Nameless a 4 stars out of 5. So in conclusion, would I recommend Nameless to you guys or to my subscribers? That depends on how you felt about this video. If you've liked what I've just talked about and it's intrigued you, then I will let you guys be the judge on this. But would I personally recommend this to you myself? Yes, I would. I would say that this isn't going to be for everybody. This isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. But what I recommend is that you at least give this a try, whether you borrow it from your library or if you find it online, whether it's brand new like I did, or a second-hand copy. at least give it a shot, especially if what I've just said intrigues you. If you like the concept of a horror science fiction story, like if you like something, like me think like if you have like The Thing and you have Armageddon and you have a bit of Lovecraft and you smash them all together, that's probably the closest way that I can describe this story. So I will let you guys make up your own minds whether this is going to be your thing to actually read or not. But for me, I love this story so much. It's one that I will be going back to numerous times, and I personally feel that when I reread this, the more times I reread it, the more details I will pick up on, and the clearer the story will become. So that's it, guys. That is my review on Nameless. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Sorry if this video has been super vague. As I said in this video, this is something that is very hard to explain to someone, especially for the very first time. But I did my best with it. And if you have found some enjoyment out of this video, please give it a like, comment down below, let me know if I've maybe intrigued you to pick this book up. Let me know if you have read this, what your opinions were about it. I would love to have a discussion about this graphic novel with you guys down in the comments if you have read this before. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this video as a whole, as always, please consider subscribing. It always helps out so much. And if you do subscribe, please click on that bell so it reminds you about whenever I upload videos, which are every Monday and Friday. But with all that out the way, I will have a link down below to my Goodreads account in case you want to follow me on Goodreads and find out what I'm reading and all that lovely great stuff. And with all that said, have a great day, read some awesome books, and I will see you all in my next video.